Brass, beats, and bebop. The history of jazz music. When I play on my trombone, it's like telling a story without words. There's a freedom in jazz that's bold, emotional, and alive. Something that allows me to express my feelings in a way that words just can't capture. And that same feeling has connected people from all across the globe for over a century. Today, I want to share with you the story of that sound, the history of jazz music. I've been playing jazz on my trombone for many years, participating in school jazz bands and competitions. I've also spent time researching its roots, evolution, and its ongoing impact on music and culture. Even if jazz isn't your favorite kind of music, you've definitely heard it. Maybe in a movie scene, on a chill playlist, or softly playing in a coffee shop. Jazz has influenced so many types of music, and it's all around us. In this speech, I'll explain where jazz started, how it changed through major styles like swing and bebop, and why it still plays an important role in music today. In the early 1900s, New Orleans was a cultural melting pot full of rich diversity. African rhythms, spirituals, blues, ragtimes, and big band brass traditions blended together in this unique city. Musicians like Buddy Bolden, known as the first jazz musician, and Jelly Roll Morton, who helped popularize jazz, started experimenting with new sounds. What made jazz special was improvisation. Musicians creating music in the moment rather than sticking to just what was strictly printed on the page. Jazz became a voice for the people, especially in the African American community, who hadn't had many chances to be heard before. The mix of French, Spanish, African, and Caribbean cultures created a perfect environment for jazz to grow. According to the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History, jazz was born out of African American experimentation in the South. But jazz wasn't going to stay rooted in New Orleans. It began to travel and grow and change, reflecting the times. By the 1930s, swing was a dominant style of jazz, with big bands led by stars like Duke Ellington and Count Basie. Swing was fun and upbeat and perfect for dancing, making jazz hugely popular across the country. Then, in the 1940s, bebop appeared. It was faster, more complex, and focused on solo improvisation and technical skill. Musicians like Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie pushed jazz to new creative heights, making it more intellectual and expressive. Bebop wasn't just a sound. It was a cultural statement, a way for musicians to reclaim jazz from commercial, mainstream trends. Music historian Ted Gioia explains that bebop was a reaction to commercialism, musicians reclaiming jazz for themselves. But jazz never stopped evolving, and its influence continued to grow. Jazz broke down racial barriers, with black and white musicians sharing the stage long before segregation ended. It inspired many other genres, such as from rock to hip-hop and all the way to pop and electronic music. Jazz is still alive today, in schools, festivals, movies, and even YouTube playlists designed to help people study and relax. Barry Kernfield, author of What to Listen For in Jazz, points out that jazz teaches people how to truly listen, a skill that influences all music today. To review, today we explored how jazz began in New Orleans and how it evolved through swing and bebop, and lastly, how it continues to shape music and culture. The suggestion that I want to give to my audience is that if you haven't really listened to jazz before, give it a try. Start with Duke Ellington's Bird and Biz, or check out a live performance. You might be surprised by how much you enjoy it. To me, jazz isn't just music. It's a lifestyle, and it's a language of emotion and freedom. It connects generations, tells stories, and shows that music doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. That's what makes jazz timeless. Thank you.